Hello everyone, this is Wayman Hudson, the Homo Politico here again. I just want to do a quick blog and let everyone know what I was thinking this week. The thing that's been on my mind most has been the recent string of leaders that have come out in our country with severe anti-gay rhetoric. And kind of want to talk about what I think are the consequences of that kind of language. Everyone knows about Mayor Jim Naugle of Fort Lauderdale, which is where I live. He's in my backyard. And his long-standing feud with the gay community here in Fort Lauderdale. He has called us predators, said that we're emotionally unbalanced, that we carry disease, that we're all unhappy people, and that's why he doesn't call us gay. Just anything you can think of, he's pretty much said it. He had religious leaders dressed in military garb come and meet with him at City Hall, saying they were going to take back the streets of Fort Lauderdale from the gay community, which to me was a very serious threat. And then just recently he used the city newsletter to send out his message of hate again. This newsletter is paid for by taxpayer dollars and went to the homes of everyone in Fort Lauderdale. And it was again his same message, painting the gay community as predators or needing to protect the children. His very Anita Bryant argument that he likes. And the horrible thing is that 3 or 4 days after that, we had the murder of Simi Williams happen in Fort Lauderdale. Simi Williams was a 19-year-old gay man who was shot and killed on the street. And police are investigating it as a possible hate crime. And everyone that knows him and his friends seem to think that it was a hate crime because he was gender variant. He sometimes dressed in women's clothing, sometimes with the name Beyonce. So he was... his family and friends seem to think that that's what happened, and a lot of us agree. And then a few days after that, we had the severe gay bashing of a gay couple in one of our most popular tourist spots, Las Olas Boulevard. They said good morning to a man as he walked by, and he followed them to their car and beat them, saying, "This is how I break faggots' necks." So it's been a tense time here in Fort Lauderdale. The good thing is our community has stood up. My organization, Fight Out Loud, along with some other people, organized an immediate response to the mayor's newsletter. And I'm happy to report that the city has removed it from the website and has taken away Mayor Naugle's message from the mayor section of the newsletter permanently. So he no longer has that platform to spew hate. We've also been working with the group Gay American Heroes and holding protests pretty much wherever he goes. He invited the president of Focus on the Family to a prayer breakfast 2 days ago, and there was a nice protest, and we had to pick it outside with pictures of all the recent hate crimes victims in 2008, which if you haven't seen, you can see them on a video also on my blog called Hate in 2008, which shows the scary statistic that there's been a LGBT person murdered once every 8 days. We've also had crazy Sally Kern from Oklahoma spouting her anti-gay rhetoric, saying that the gay community are worse than terrorists. And to me, when leaders stand up like this, and leaders from President Bush all the way down to our local leaders like Sally Kern and then Naugle or anyone else, any other religious leaders, when they use their platform to speak hate against our community, it creates this atmosphere of hate and violence that makes hate crimes all the more of a dangerous reality. Here in Florida as well, we're facing an anti-gay marriage amendment paid for by Focus on the Family, and the Florida Republican Party are the two main backers of it financially. And studies have shown that when you have anti-gay legislation, hate crimes go up. It amazes me that people that are elected to represent all of the United States and everyone in our country use their platform to demonize a group of people, and not just demonize them, but incite violence against them. When you say people are more dangerous than terrorists, like Sally Kern has said, or you say people are predators and we must protect the children, like Naugle has said, or you completely vilify us, like the Bush administration has done, it makes it that much easier for people that do have hate in their hearts to act against it. It makes the gay community subhuman, and it makes us targets. And I, for one, am refusing to stand for it anymore, and I hope all of you do the same. Our community needs to get out there. We need to be more visible. I have to give major shouts out to Ellen DeGeneres, who has used her show in such an amazing way recently. She did a great story on Lawrence King and his murder, And she also recently did a call-in to Sally Kern and talked about homophobia on her show, which reaches millions of people across the country. So I think that's great that we are having people stand up on our side as well. But our community needs to stand up for itself. We need to get out there and get active, stop being quiet, start taking to the streets, start protesting, we have our groups that focus on legislation, and that's really important, and I'm part of those groups and support them 100%. But we also need to remember that change sometimes can be hard, and sometimes we have to force it, and sometimes we have to stand up and fight back for our rights. And that means getting out there. That means when you have these anti-gay groups come into your city, go out there and picket and spread the word and educate everybody about what they're doing. Bring your pictures of the people that have been beaten and killed in your community and from around the country and say, these are what your words are doing. Your words are causing this violence against us, and it must stop. I do have hope that our community can come together and work on every level, from legislation to activism to advocacy, and really fight back and make a difference. And I hope you all get involved in that fight as well. A great place to get involved is always Fight Out Loud. It's www.fightoutloud.org. It's a great organization. Highly recommend everyone go there. But really, any organization, get involved with your state equality group. Start your own group. If you're in high school or college, start a GSA, or join your local university LGBT group. But just make sure you get involved. We can't afford to be quiet anymore and watch as our youngest and most vulnerable members of our community are picked off one by one. So, as I've been saying a lot lately, wake up, get angry, and get involved. This is Wayman Hudson, the Homo Politico. Have a great weekend.